random numbers. So after a brief time off, I haven't been studying Arduino as much, so I'm just jumping back into it. This comes from the section on standard Arduino libraries, and it came up the function of random. So I thought I would go to the Arduino website and read in the definition of random. Random, parenthesis, random numbers. Description: the random function generates pseudo-random numbers. Syntax: random max, random min and max. Parameters: min, lower bound of the random value, inclusive, optional. Max, upper bound of the random value, exclusive. Returns: a random number between min and max minus 1. Data type: long. Example code: the code generates random numbers and displays them. So I wasn't planning on using this code, but it might be worth trying. I'll see if I get to that. Notes and warnings. If it is important for a sequence of values generated by random to differ on subsequent executions of a sketch, use random seed to initialize the random number generator with a fairly random input, such as analog read, on an unconnected pin. Conversely, it can occasionally be useful to use pseudo-random sequences that repeat exactly. This can be accomplished by calling random seed with a fixed number before starting the random sequence. The max parameter should be chosen according to the data type of the variable in which the value is stored. In any case, the absolute maximum is bound to the long nature of the value generated. 32-bit. Setting max to a higher value won't generate an error during compilation, but during sketch execution the numbers generated will not be as expected. Alright, well, this is the textual example. In the void setup, it has a serial.begin, I guess initializing the serial monitor. Then in the void loop, int is given a name number, so a variable, an int variable, is created for number, and it's equal to random, and then it gives the parameters from 1 to 7, semicolon, serial.println, and what does it want to print? It wants to print the number, which is equal to random, with the parameters, with a 500 millisecond delay. You can't see it off camera, but I'm going to click the serial monitor button simultaneously with hitting the reset button on the Arduino, because as I understand, the numbers are pseudo-random and it should be the same every time. So here I go. So I just got a little interrupted there, but once again I'll close the serial monitor and simultaneously hit the reset button when I turn it back on. And it's true, it seems to give the same numbers. So just for some fun, I will change this number to 3 and compile and upload and all that. I didn't record it, but I just did that. Okay, now I will simultaneously open the serial monitor and hit the reset button on the Arduino. Alright, while I switched it back with the parameters at 1 and 7, verified and uploaded it already off camera. I don't even know what will happen, but what if I just type in random seed and compile and upload and see what happens. So, verify. Alright, well I did that, typed in random seed, and I got this error message. So it appears that won't work. But I think I will continue this video and work on the next textual example sketch, which is random seed. Alright, rather than using the textual example, I've decided to use the example from the Arduino website. That was this example code here under the definition of random. I will read this code through out loud, and I'm reading it for the first time. So this, what is that called? A data type? I don't know. It's a long number. Here is the long description, converts a value to the long data type. Parameters x, a value, allowed data types, any type. Okay, so if I click on long, brings this up. Long description, long variables are extended size variables for number storage and store 32 bits, 4 bytes, from negative 2 billion to 2 billion. If doing math with integers, at least one of the values must be of type long, either an integer constant followed by an L, or a variable type long, forcing it to be a long. Well, anyway, that was a little too long. Long, rand number, void setup, serial.begin 9600, semicolon. If analog input pin 0 is unconnected, random analog noise will cause the call to random seed to generate different seed numbers each time the sketch runs. Random seed will then shuffle the random function. Random seed analog read, I guess that's pin 0. Void loop, print a random number from 0 to 299. I guess that's defined here. Rand number equals random, so that's not using random seed, that's still just random. 300. Serial print ln rand number. So random seed isn't covered in this code. I thought it was, so maybe I'll get to that next. Anyway, print a random number from 10 to 19. Rand number equals rand 10, 20. Serial print ln rand number. So it seems to be flip-flopping, or I don't know what a good word is, between printing a number from 0 to 299 and then printing one from 10 to 19. Just seems to be the way it's done. I'm going to increase the delay time because the serial monitor goes too fast. And I will verify and upload. Okay, I just did that. And here's the serial monitor. So that's the website example for random. And maybe I will stop the video here. Random numbers.